What's up? I only intended on putting 2 videos up today and letting that be that, but I was in my YouTube mail and I gotta give a shout out to my friend Jiffy for the video request idea. I printed it out. See, look. He or she, my bad, I better do some more digging. I'm just kidding. Jiffy says, number 1, if you suddenly grew to be 51,000 feet tall, explain how you might accidentally step on some people and what they see last when they look up and notice that you're about to step on them. Well, if I was that friggin' huge and I couldn't really see how teeny they'd be like little bitty ants to me, and I'd just be like, cause you know, and plus I have ADD, so I'd be like, oh look, a chicken, do 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 do, and just like squish. Uh-oh. Crap. And then the last thing they would see, because I don't wear a dress, otherwise they would probably see something glorious if they were male. But I wear shoes and jeans and or pants, so they'd probably see my big huge bottom of my shoe, which looks like that. Okay, so anyway, number 2, what people you'd purposely want to step on and how you'd step on them with your giant bare foot. Well, barefoot, that's a whole nother story. Now, me personally, I'd like to step on my neighbor because he doesn't like me and I don't know why, but I would really like to squish him and make him scream. I'd take my foot and I'd just, squish as hard as I can and like do the little twisty thing too and make sure it crunch underneath my foot. Also, I would step on some of the people I went to school with way back when that picked on me. I would also step and squish on all the people on my hate list, which, it's not good to have a hate list, but we won't go there. I'll explain my hate list later. But I would make sure that they were all squished, and I would look at the bottom of my foot and make sure their squishy little guts and blood and gore was on the bottom of my shoe. Well, foot, rather, because I'm barefoot. 3, would you stomp them As I was saying, I would probably make them completely flat and grind them, yes. 4, would you leave giant footprints everywhere and why? And what would be smushed inside of those footprints and why? See, that's kind of difficult. Like, how can you be that big and not leave footprints? I would definitely leave footprints. And I'm not exactly sure what would be left inside my footprints. I think maybe, like, when it rained, like, my footprints would be like giant pools or something. I don't really know. What part of your foot would you squash them under and why? And explain what would be fun about stepping on them barefooted. Well, okay. This one here, number 5, I would have to say, like, I would squish them with my whole foot, like all my foot, and like, squish. You know how like when you're a kid and you play in mud puddles and you squish the mud between your toes or the sand between your toes or on your feet? It would be kind of like, that kind of feeling, I guess. 6. How many people could you get in one stomp, and explain what type of bug they'd remind you of stepping on and why, and how you step on that type of bug? There's a lot of stepping and a lot of feet in here. It's okay though, any idea is good, any idea. I myself, I can't really answer that one. I don't know how. Like, I don't really step on a lot of bugs, and I do, like, the squishy noise just makes it go, bleh. But, like, I don't know. I guess if I really wanted to step on somebody and I was really pissed off and I'd step on them, I wouldn't care what crunchy sound they'd make. Even if they crunched or screamed or they're a bloody murderer, I'd be like, ha, die, you son of a bitch, rah. And they would remind me of icky, icky little ants, little piss ants. Would your giant barefoot cover their entire puny bunnies, and why? Also, would you high or low stomp them, and why? Okay, their puny little bodies, I would have to say it would cover their entire body, and I would stomp them. I would bring my leg up real high, and then I'd go pow to make sure they were dead, with lots of it. As I was saying, with the puny bodies and the stepping and I would like make sure they were just I would high stomp them into the ground, flatten them. When would you say this? I'm gonna step on you with my giant bare foot and squash you like a bug into the sole of my bare foot and feel you squish completely flat, or complete flat. If I was really pissed off at somebody and I really wanted to squish them, that would be what I would say. Only I'd be like, dude, I'm so gonna fucking step on you and squish you flat with my huge foot. Or maybe not like that, I wouldn't say, but I would be like, dude, I'm so gonna fucking squish you, dude. I'm gonna curb stomp you with my big, gigantic foot. So anyway, that would be what I would say. Number 9, and the last one. Also explain how you'd step on me with your giant bare foot if you were really mad at me, and what part of your foot I'd stick to and why. You know, I can't answer that one because I'm not mad at you. You never did anything to make me mad. But if I were per se mad at you, I would probably use that little part like behind my toes, like the little balls of my feet or whatever you call them, and like you'd stick to the middle of my foot because I don't know, that's where you'd be. I don't know. So thank you for the ideas. It's a lot of feet. Some people have foot fetishes. I don't really. I think my feet are yucky looking. I really don't like my feet. Of course, I think feet are funny looking, period. But that's just me. I mean, a lot of people have foot fetishes, and hey, that's okay. You know, be what you want to be, do what you want to do. If you got a fetish, then all means have a fetish. It's not that big a deal. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to call it the end. So, questions, comments, ideas, any of it, I will be glad to listen. Peace, love, and just grease. Eyes out.
When I'm I'm feeling alright. 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 Everybody wanna be a critic. I have my life and I will live it. Shut your mouth before I fucking hide my jokes. They will love it. When I'm